see if it's live. Ah, hooray! I am not streaming Battlefield 6, so let me change that real quick. What are we doing today? Let's do some arts. Hey. Also, maybe I should see if my mod's alive. Well, I'm gonna pretend that Simon's alive. If Marcos is still in chat, hi. Thanks for tuning in to CAGD and CGC's Extra Life 24-hour stream marathon. We started yesterday at 4 p.m. and it's continued since. Everything is available as a VOD in our channel. You can go and check those out and see what other games have been streamed. I'll be doing a little bit of drawing today. Just did a quick thumb. And I know it's a children's charity, but I was like, what if we did the horrors of childhood, which I think is Drift Blim. Wow, thanks, Snotty. I know I'm your favorite. But I'm willing to fill in the other blanks with any sort of suggestions that people have. My color ID... Ooh, did everything explode? It's fine. My color idea is kind of like we have this big old guy and he's gonna like eclipse the sun to bring more horrors to the ground below. And at the bottom we got a empty slot for bug, another empty slot for bug, and thought about a dog, maybe Absol because it brings disaster, maybe Sylveon because flowy, and then any sort of bird and another bug. Fuecoco. Okay. We could also replace Sylveon with the Fuecoco. I'm okay with that. Our little sliced cheese boy. Yeah, okay. He seems very large. That's like Fuecoco-ish. Debating if I want to put anything over here. Who knows? I think my draft last night was like, this would be a bigger... Like, this is a lake. But at the same time, I'm like, we have an hour to speed paint this. So maybe that's not a lake and that's actually just grass. But there should be another Pokemon here. And I was like, Quagsire's easy because it's just like that shape. Lake with a Gyarados. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a Gyarados. I mean, the real cop-out would be like Voltorb. And it's just a circle. I'll see. Actually, maybe like a Gyarados is like, wah. It's like, oh my gosh, look at that thing up there. Wow. And then get like a little bow action. To give it a sense of scale, I guess. Although it kind of looks like a big worm. We'll see. We'll see. I just wanted the flow to be kind of like schwa. Like this. We might debate about the Kakuna up there or replace it with something else. A Magikarp who knows Hydro Pump instead. Maybe. Little guys. But I was thinking Joltik because I am a Joltik lover over here. But I'm open to replacing Caterpie and Joltik with whatever might make a good foreground. Okay, Joltik approved. Perfect. did a quick color. Oh, yep, this is the right layer. Okay, color draft last night to bring on the fearsome, eclipsing of the sun. Ooh. Don't actually know how many people are watching the stream right now, but if you're new here, we're doing a 24-hour live stream for Extra Life. Extra Life supports children's hospitals around America, and we are supporting our local children's hospital, which is UC Davis's Children's Hospital. This is supporting treatment for sick kids and any accommodations they might need. This is super speed paint. Yes, we are going to finish this in less than an hour. So let us get started. Fun fact, I actually just switched to Photoshop CC 2025 in like the last couple months, and I've only ever been using a CS6 since like the last 10 years. So we're trying new things. We're branching out. That is not the right color of yellow. I'll ask Snotty because they're the only one in chat right now, but does anyone have like a memory of the first game you ever played? Whether that's like, I don't want to say training games as a kid, but like learning games, like serious games as a kid, or maybe the first game you ever bought on console. I think for me, my first one that I remember, aside from like Jumpstart or Reader Rabbit, was like the first Monsters Incorporated game. Pokemon Crystal's a good one too. I was happy I was a girl. We do love gender affirming Pokemon. I'm also realizing this is not the shape of Drift Bloom at all. It needs to be like circular. And maybe like a lighter, almost a whitish. This Pokemon is so shaped. It's so geometric. For what reason? And it's so snatched. For what reason? Well, we're cooking, so we will continue cooking. Do I use layers? No, never. Why would I use layers? That would make far too much sense. Actually, what am I doing? The idea here is go fast. And when you want to go fast, it means lasso tool. My favorite brush, hard to say. It depends what I'm doing. I think if it's general arts like this, I use a specific painter brush that is shaped like this, darker color. Kind of like a charcoal brush, but it's good for like fills. And then a lot of them I just make myself. So I have like that kind of brush. I have my typical, where are they? This is a fun liner brush. I also have a general liner brush that's super thin. And then I kind of do fills with those, like for cell shading. Like this is just a good big brush. But I really just keep to like 2 or 3 brushes unless I'm doing special effects. Also, watercolor brushes are fun too. They like have a little liner around them. Yeah, I have all the Kyle brush kits from like 10 years ago. And I was like, I spent college money on this, so I'm never going to get rid of it. But it does clog things up quite a lot. So that's that. I know it's free now. I think I shelled out at least in total, maybe over $100 back then. And now he's like, well, I've quit using Adobe and I hate the man. So, you know, good for Kyle. Good for Kyle. Moving on. I think he's just an independent creator, just focusing on his graphic design work. I remember back in like maybe 2016 or so, he started working for Adobe because he had such good brushes that everybody used them back then. But after he quit Adobe, or he was laid off, I don't know which one. I think that was like COVID times. And then I think he just stopped working for big corporations after that, aside from maybe doing graphic design for them on one-offs. At least that's what I recall happening. This should be like this color, I think. Doing lighting in your head does kind of suck sometimes. Maybe that? Nope. I don't know if my mic's picking up my dog breathing really hard in the background. Cookie is alive, so that's why he's breathing. Okay, good. This do be water. It'll be water like eventually. Trying to push more shadow in the foreground. Blubby Joltik. Mm. I see the problem. Everything's supposed to be higher. I mean, I guess this would reflect the sky a little bit, so it shouldn't be totally swamp colored. Murky lake water. Delicious. I will do 3 more minutes painting this part, and then we gotta get into some sort of detailing because time is quickly ticking away. Maybe I was over ambitious. Okay, I've decided we are obliterating the Caterpie. It no longer exists. We will be a Joltik only family right now. Yeah, RIP Caterpie. Okay, my idea right now is we render one Drifloon and then we simply copy and paste it a bunch and slightly change them. So I don't have to think about populating the entire sky with the horrors. Well, you know, if your Caterpie gets obliterated, so it's gonna come back bigger and better as a Metapod, that will also get obliterated. Yes, hello, we are drawing Pokemon today. Doing some doodles for Extra Life, which is a children's charity. They support children in the network of Children's Miracle Hospitals, and we've reached our donation goal, but if you want to donate to help children fund research and find cures for whatever might ail them, feel free. The donation link is down below. You can just scroll. I think I might have a mod my mod might also not be here because he hasn't made himself known. So, Mod Simon, if you're here, please post thing. If not, we'll figure it out. We're smart people. Oh, thanks Marcos for pinning it though. The concept for this is giant drift blim surrounded by a cloud of driftloon coming to spread the horrors that it may. And down below will be little Pokemons and maybe a trainer. We're slowly cutting Pokemon out because of time constraints, and I don't think I can paint that many Pokemon in 40 minutes. But we're gonna give it a shot. Ah, I see. Okay, I think the main idea was foreground, tons of grass, Pokemon here, trainer here, bird, bugs, and this is supposed to be a lake, which we need to render a little bit better, but I'm trying not to think about it too much. I really should be using more lasso tool. Thinking about it. And then unthinking about it. Maybe we'll just render this guy because he's the centerpiece. Cutting our losses. The real question is, what does it look like? I don't remember. It's got 4 arms. And it looks like that. Okay, well. Got his little coif. Hello, writer. Welcome to chat. Oh my gosh. Fuecoco. Fuecoco is so cute. Although, did I pick him for my starter? Yes, I did. I did pick him for my starter in that game. He was so apple and cheddar cheese. I am not playing ZA because I didn't want to shell out $100 for that and possibly a new console. I was like, what if I just absorbed it, osmosis it from all the people playing? And the risk of doing that is terrible FOMO. It is in Switch 1, but I'm kind of worried they're gonna cut off support from it later on. Like the whole thing won't be supported on Switch 1. Like they'll probably just drop a DLC that's like, just kidding, you do need a Switch 2. Because why wouldn't they? We should play Animal Crossing again. I do kind of miss COVID for that because everybody was on Animal Crossing all the time. But they have the Animal Crossing new update. Yeah. I always say I'm gonna go back, but I left my island in shambles and have betrayed Isabel's trust. So, but now they have good terrain tools, so I might just actually come back. You can make co-islands. You can also I don't know if you can terraform, but you can decorate with your friends now too. So that's fun. That's interesting that they actually wanted to give support to Animal Crossing after like what, 5 years no update. Blimp. What do you mean no one care? People care. People cared about the Animal Crossing update. A lot of like cozy streamers were exploding about it. They're like, wow, update. You know, in computer animation game development, I think we often overlook the cute cozy games. But it is a really big market, guys. We need more cozy games. Not every game has to be competitive. I would kind of categorize management games in the coziness, mainly because I don't get stressed out over them. They're cozy to me. Oh, Ryder, which cozy game did you stream? Somebody was streaming Untitled Goose Game, which I also consider a cozy game. As long as I'm not getting shot at, I think that's a cozy game. That's good enough. Good enough for me. That's fine. Who cares? Oh, it's Elizio, right? Terraria, yeah. Okay, well, I would not consider your version of Terraria a cozy game because you modded it to have bullet hell. Unless, you know, maybe you are at peace when you are in bullet hell. In which case, that's a cozy game for you. Well, you know, maybe everyone has their own version of cozy, and everyone also has their own version of hell. Yeah, maybe. I think I just don't like, it's not like I don't like them. It's like I'm not good at them, and so if I'm on like a team versus team game, I always feel like I'm letting my team down if I don't take it super seriously, and also because I'm not good at it. So I'm like, well, maybe I just won't play. I'll watch them play. I'll support them. These shadows are incorrect. And now I'm like, where do they go? Use references, kids. No more Valorant. I mean, I like the competitive co-op games. Competitive games and co-op games. I just don't like first-person shooter games. I can't do it. Snotty, you know I get the terrible motion sickness whenever we play. But I will still play. If someone could design a first-person shooter that doesn't give anyone motion sickness, I'm all in. I'll try. This is giving cloud. It does have this like weird other cloud tail thing that doesn't really make sense in cloud format. It's just like a little wisp. Right? A first-person shooter with no motion sickness, I don't even know is possible. I think any first-person game is the potential for so much motion sick. Although, Snotty, I will say, Deadlock didn't give me motion sickness. I could do that one for a few hours without feeling sick. Valorant was kind of rough though. So maybe it's a camera thing. Is it out of open beta yet? Haven't been keeping up. No one at school talked about it very much. It's gonna be in beta forever. Okay, well that means it gets to be free forever, and that's okay. Like, what more do they plan on adding to it to make it in beta? Like, why not just say we are launching? It was just a soft launch. It's so they can nerf your faves and be like, oh haha, we were just in beta this whole time. Yes, the importance of developing a good game. Speaking of long-term development, people were like, whoa, why is K-pop Demon Hunters 2 taking so long? It's like, animation takes time. Hello? Okay, that cloud's highly rendered and nothing else is. Gotta fix that. This balloon should be an easy shape if you know how to draw circles, which I might not. Again, painting directly like a fool when I could simply just... Yep. Yep. I am not good at drawing smooth lines, and that's fine. Should be like at the cusp of the ball part, and go back in. Trying to remember who's next in the roster. Super Mario 64, but Spicy Edition with Mr. Writer Eli 5 in chat. Not the way I remembered is what he said in his earlier stream. It is a mod called B3313. I have no clue what that is. It's still child appropriate, I'm sure, because this is a child's kid-friendly stream. He got censored for the word sexy. It's a child-friendly stream. It's not like Sexy Mario. I don't know. Lizio, tell the streamers, if you're still here, what makes it so cool. Do want this like to look up a little more. Wait. The only thing that made it different from normal Super Mario is it has Luigi's skin. You know, actually, totally understand. because I think when I was playing Super Mario, or was it, is it Super Mario Adventure? What's the game called? Super Mario Advance? The one for, I think it was Game Boy Advance. I would never play as Mario because I was like, you can't jump. Bro can't jump. And so I only played as Luigi ever. Why does it have to look like that? It has arms are just like bleh. Maybe I'll do an arm like that. Like two in the back go wee wee wee. And the two in front are like ooh. Although this kind of gives like standing man emoji. It's fine. Whatever. We have, oh crap, 20 minutes to paint this drift blem. Oh crud. But hey, you know, this goes to show, art takes time. Art takes time. Yeah, okay, yes, I get it. I should not have painted, but that's my shtick. I gotta paint. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this drift blem, and then we're just gonna speed draw every other Pokemon, but slightly wrong. How about that? Then they're actually in the scene, and I did make good on I did make good on it. Yeah, like Fuecoco. I will bring your Fuecoco to life. If not well, then at least he exists in this tragic scene. Grab some blue. Why is this Pokemon shaped so weird? It's actually not weird at all, but it is weird to me. So spiky at the bottom. Maybe I should actually put the reference over here so you guys can see it. Snipping tool. Get a load of this freak. Also, in the new Pokemon game, they have like enraged Pokemon, I think that's what it is. But basically Pokemon come and jump you in the alleyways with like burning red eyes. And there's one that's like I think they can go up to like level 150 or something like that. But somebody was fighting a Dedenne, and it obliterated their Pokemon, and then it turned towards them. And it was like, you next. Yeah, it has a lot of like Legends Arceus vibes to it if you've played Legends Arceus. Ferador, play Pokemon ZA. Oh, he's normal. I don't know. Maybe. Why is a ball so hard to draw and render? I mean, I know why. It's because it's a ball. Hello? Hello? Why is my blend tool not working? I'm not selecting anything. I can still paint on whatever. It's really weird. It's only... Did it change to history brush? And how do I undo that? Yeah, it's only blurring the history. Fascinating. Did I change it? Oh. Haha. Classic mistakes. Drawing on the wrong layer, folks. There we go. This is actually not correct. This should be much shorter. Got 15 minutes left. We're gonna crank out that Fuecoco in the last, like, 3 minutes. Yippee. Hup. Yep. Oh, that's probably more accurate. How do these balloon arms attach to this Pokemon? Did we give up yet? That's the real question. When do I call it quits? 15 minutes remaining. Call it quits now and draw a quick go. You do drive a hard bargain, don't you? Okay, we call it quits on Drift Blim. I got all the key features, alright? We got that thing. We got some of this going on. We do need like a rim light. I'll finish the rim light, maybe. We'll see how fast I can do rim light. Oh, that's not the right shade for rim light. Just needs a little kiss of warmth, but it should be reflecting the sky, so it is actually blue. It's a weird shade of blue to pick. Why did I do that? Okay, good enough. We drew one Pokemon. The rest of the scene will be left to your imagination, which I'm sure you all have much of. Yay, yippee. Okay. Now it's time to draw our good boy Coco. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, he's so adorable. What does he actually look like? Okay, you know, it's time. Time for lasso tool. If I can do it. He's like a. That's not lasso tool. It's like a bull and like a and like a Okay, and then he's like no, like this, and like a wah, and like a wah. Is this right? Then he's got a little tooth, but he also has his mouth first. Notice how this is so much faster than painting a drift blim. Yes, yes. That thing. And then he's got like a wow. Happy mouth. And that's like a pinkish blue, this color. Not really color matching, that's okay. He's got little arms. Then he's got his leg and his belly slice that's also white. And then he's got my favorite part of him. My favorite part of him is his cheddar cheese slice. And his french fries. And then his most important feature, which I'm saving for last. Okay, I'm saving it for last. He got his little Pringles noses, or Dorito chip noses, and then he's got big goo goo eyes. Oh, he looks horrible actually. How do I make him look less like that? Yippee! And then he's got these teeth down here. And then the piece de resistance, giant tooth. Why does he look wrong though? Am I missing something? He's got another cheddar cheese square over here. And oh, his white extends to his tail. And then he's got toesy woesies. Maybe those nails are too long. He is so cute. Actually, and his teeth are ghost teeth. Don't worry about it. He's a ghost type eventually. He is the best. He is so cute. Do we want to line him? He'll maybe look less like a freak if I do so. Draw him as a rice cooker. Draw him as a rice cooker. Okay, so to convert into a rice cooker, we simply just make we just make him more rectangular. You see? You see, it's not that much of a challenge to turn him into a rice cooker. So this is new department merch for Coco rice cooker. This is a thing we have to deal with, but it's fine. Turn him into a motorcycle from the rice cooker. Okay. 8 minutes to turn Coco into a motorcycle. I don't even know what a motorcycle looks like. This is the light. This is the light in front of the motorcycle. He doesn't really have... These are the handles then. Oh, it's awful. These turn into the handles. Little things. And, you know, maybe this is the whole engine in front. And then he's just like a little... This. Oh. This. No. Yeah, okay. This was supposed to be a cute Coco, and now it's turning into the horrors. What have you done? And then his front legs like hold the front tire. You know what? This is a good lesson in concept art. Things can pivot at a moment's notice. Giant back tire, obviously. Rice cooker, motorcycle, all in one. That is correct. Feels like he needs something that hold this rear spoiler in place, and it's simply just another square of cheddar cheese. Not spoiler, the rear tire. Wow. Coco motorcycle, y'all. We're gonna have to like cut some of his rice cooker part off. And that is simply to make room for the seat. Coco motorcycle, yippee! We did it with 5 minutes to spare. He is a little cursed. I will admit, he is a little cursed. This is maybe bigger light, like this. Wow. This is actually just awful, but it's fine. It's for the children. you love me if I was a Fuecoco motorcycle? Thank you, Awesome Chew, for thinking that this is not nightmare fuel. If you weren't here earlier, he started off as a normal Fuecoco that I drew in like 5 minutes, and now he is a motorcycle because he was a rice cooker. This is art. You're right, Snotty. This is art. This is transformative arts, okay? I just wish his eyes weren't so like, why did you do this to me? You know? Vroom vroom. And then someone said we had to put him in like the arms of the drift blim. We have 4 minutes to do that, so we're just gonna wee. I don't know how that's gonna work. Like this. Yeah. And go like that. A little opacity moment. I should probably put a layer mask on this. Ooh. Other way. My main problem here is I can't draw straight lines. It's being held in the arms of an angel. And of course we need some shading, obviously. Some terrible, awful shading for this creature, which is like this, I guess. This little arm needs some shading. I kind of, yeah, he does look like he's facing the horrors of the world. The light would not have that. You know, there's something to be said here about like, it's a Rudolph moment. Maybe nobody liked Fuecoco and his giant light. But Driftblim found purpose for his freakish proportions. Yeah. Okay, ta-da! If you weren't here earlier, the plan was actually draw this. It was supposed to be a whole scene with a Driftblim. I killed the Caterpie, Gyarados, you know, a nice composition. And then I quickly realized we don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So it became this. And then I promised Snotty in the last few minutes I'd draw a Fuecoco, and that is that thing. Anyways, my hour's up. Next up is Alessio, and he's going to be playing some Super Mario 64 with a mod that's like the B3313 mod. We are all donating money for Extra Life. Thank you for tuning in. Extra Life supports UC Davis Children's Hospital for us over here at CAGD and CGC up in California, and they will support finding children's cures and treatments for their illnesses. So I will disconnect and Eli will be with you shortly. Thanks for watching, y'all.